like reading braille. Flip the cards, destiny trails, accurate hits, no room for fail. Crystal ball vision, deep incision, darkest corners, precise precision. Tarot in his hand, each decision. Walk the shadows, no derision. Shuffle the deck, intuitions rise. Arcane whispers, truth never lies. Jonny arcade, mystical ties. Underneath your skin, inner allies. Queen and king, journey begins. Wands and swords, revealing sins. Pentacles fall, destiny spins. Cups overflowing, breaking within. Shadow realm, find your true self. Jonny guides like nobody else. Tarot spreads, stories on the shelf. Inner demons, cards get dealt. High priestess knows hidden layers. Hermit walks, silent prayers. Judgment calls, no naysayers. Tower crumbles, unveil players. Queen and king, journey begins. Wands and swords, revealing sins. Pentacles fall, destiny spins. Cups overflowing, breaking within. Shuffle the deck, intuitions rise. Arcane whispers, truth never lies. Jonny arcade, mystical ties. Underneath your skin, inner allies. Queen and king, journey begins. Wands and swords, revealing sins. Pentacles fall, destiny spins. Cups overflowing, breaking within. Shadow realm, find your true self. Jonny guides like nobody else. Tarot spreads, stories on the shelf. Inner demons, cards get dealt. High priestess knows hidden layers. Hermit walks, silent prayers. Judgment calls, no naysayers. Tower crumbles, unveil players.
Jonny arcade with the cards in his grip, flipping through decks, giving shadows a clip, healing old wounds like a shaman with a script. Inner child smiles while the tower tips. Yeah.
Eyes closed, he channels the stars. Reads your life like a story in the bars. Ace of cups, drinking from fate's jars, making sense of the scars, flipping these memoirs. Jonny's reading psychic binds untwisted. Truth laid bare, no mystery resisted. Healing vibes, childhood dreams enlisted. In the cards, our destinies twisted.
Hangman got you feeling stuck. Jonny flips the script, shows you better luck. Chariot, driving futures like a boss. Wheel of fortune spins, no fear of loss.
Queen of swords with your mind sharp and keen. Jonny speaks truth, pulls you from the machine. Star in the spread, all your hopes foreseen. Healing shadows within, nothing's too obscene. Jonny's reading psychic binds untwisted. Truth laid bare, no mystery resisted. Healing vibes, childhood dreams enlisted. In the cards, our destinies twisted. Truths laid bare, no mystery resisted. Healing vibes, childhood dreams enlisted. In the cards, our destinies twisted. Truths laid bare, no mystery resisted. Healing vibes, childhood dreams enlisted. The cards, our destinies twisted. Da 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 da.
Johnny Arcade, Johnny Arcade, Johnny Arcade, Johnny Arcade, Johnny Arcade, Johnny Arcade. See the cards and he shuffled them truth. Shadow work, he pulled the strings, got them cosmic roots. Gliding through the dark like a prophet among suits. No cap is tarot craft, levitating the youths. It's Johnny Arcade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slayed. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get swayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display. Third eye sharp, he catch the vibe, no delay. Mystic readings cooked from the Milky Way. Secrets of the soul in the cards they lay. Johnny Arcade, pave a brighter day. Open up the stream, let the wisdom flow. Every flip a trip, make your spirit grow. Truth in the arcana, pure in the glow. Johnny Arcade.
Testing. Is this thing on? Looks like it's not low. Okay. Looks like it's on. What am I doing? Okay, that threw me off for a second. Welcome to Johnny Arcade. They weren't rejecting you. They were revealing. They weren't ready. They weren't rejecting you. They were revealing. They weren't ready, collective. You ready for this, guys? Got another POKEDECK reading for y'all. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? For some of y'all, this could be something you rejected. Rejection was your divine protection. Maybe they weren't ready and you saw that clearly. This might be making sense of what you unknowingly did by pulling your energy back or what have you. But this will probably touch base on either someone you rejected or were rejected in some past, recent past, or some of y'all maybe. We'll see what comes out. But take a look at the poll if you get a chance, because it'll tell you, it'll get you to ask yourself where all we're at. Let's get started. They weren't rejecting you. They were revealing. They weren't ready. Welcome to Johnny Arcade. That is a good cup of Joe. That is a good cup of Joe. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Jurassic Park, to Johnny Arcade, Spiritual Awakening Scorpio. It is absolutely a blast from the past. Hope you're doing well. Michelle Pagliacci, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. Got another POKEDECK reading for you guys tonight. Not your traditional witchy antis POKEDECK reading. We do a little different here. Spirit picks the decks, but if you do prefer the traditional POKEDECK experience, check out the link below in the description box. And if you want to have that experience with this particular reading, give me about an hour or so when the live is over. You can expect to see timestamps in the description box as well as pinned in the comment section below the reading. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but if you are joining us here live and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like my face, you could smash my face with your thumb if you're joining us live. Don't do that. If you're watching the replay, that'd probably be bad. It'll probably screw up your phone. But no, yeah, not only does it make me feel good inside and all bubbly and stuff, but it helps with the algorithms and getting the video out there, and those things in itself should make you feel all bubbly inside as well. And if it doesn't do that, well, then don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it. But yeah, if you do subscribe, you can say hello in the chat, and I'll say hello to you and welcome you in, and it's one of the perks you get for joining us when we're live. Divine timing and all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and get started without further ado. They weren't rejecting you. They were revealing that they weren't ready.
Jonny Arcade, see the cards and he shuffled them truth. Shadow work, he pulled the strings, got them cosmic roots. Gliding through the dark like a prophet among suits. No cap is terror craft, levitating the youths. It's Jonny Arcade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slayed. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get swayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display.
Welcome to Jonny Arcade. I hope you're doing well. Legend of Zelda Game & Watch is on. Again, with the hold, this could, depending on how this reading comes out and fits for some of y'all, you might be the receiver of the information or the one who tried to tell someone the information. The messenger, I shot the messenger, but I didn't shoot the karmic. No, this shouldn't work out that way in this situation. Quite the opposite, actually. Now, I liked the color combination we had going on here, so I thought I'd start with these 4 decks. For round 1, level 1, pile 1, deck number 1. Alright. Okay. What do we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2. Back to the Future. Bicycle. Oracle. A lot of culls. Sounds pretty cool to me. I'll bite. The number 2 can be significant. Terra Star. Hold on, let me put my coffee down. I don't want to splash it. It's too full. Terra Star, welcome. Hope you're doing good. All right, we're just getting started with level 1. In fact, level 1, if you chose the Bicycle Back to the Future Oracle, you're right on time. Saw that out of time license plate right there. Like, no, not at all. Plenty of time. Connect with us. Side B. See, again, with the 1104, I took that as 411 in reverse. Side B is this particular card is a extra, but I decided to utilize it because it's all cool looking and it says Universal Studios and Amblin on it. You know what I mean? But side B. Okay. Besides, B-sides. I feel like there's 2 sides to every cassette tape. Forceful, willing, Page of Wands, air, fire, water. Air, fire, water. Air, fire, energy. I'm sorry, I said air, fire, water. Fucking Captain Planet's gonna fucking show up any second now. Queen of Cups, heart. Oh, goodness gracious. You're safe and sound now at the McFly farm. There's the water. I said air, fire, water. My bad. That was on purpose. I didn't know that was what was happening. But that's how this gift works, and I love every second of it. Air, fire, water. Heart. Just need earth up in this bitch. penguins, and we're ready to, reduce emissions down to 0. What is this? 10 of cups in reverse. How about a ride, mister? Or are you a sight for sore eyes? I have a feeling some of y'all are definitely not going back to a certain energy that might be coming in forceful. I feel like they want to come in acting as if it's safe. But no, the truth is they need your safety in some way. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Mercury, prestige, Virgo. Stability and prestige. See, there's Biff out there waxing you right now. I feel like, no, even if this fool was like, I'll wax your car, you're like, no, man, I don't trust you, bro. You be putting 1 coat on that shit. You tell me doing 2 coats. No. Biff, you're fired. Your time is up. But we got all the time in the world. Boom, boom, boom. 10, 10, 10. Look at that. And then the King, Queen, Jack. You kidding me? See, I feel like you're not the same version. You're not some George McFly afraid to get your book published or to knock a bully out. Especially when he deserves it. That's my favorite. What we got? Look. McFly, you are terminated. Read my facts. You're fired. Dude, if that can't get any more clear with the 10, 10, 10, completion. You're like, no, I don't even want you waxing my car. 2 of Swords on its side. Oh no, he's gone. The dock's gone. It's from the dock. See, again, it's like, I feel like you couldn't be more clear with this 2 of Swords on its side. But they're not picking up what you're putting down or whatever. But listen, I feel like this is level 1 is someone you rejected, or you catch my drift. But they'll be back. But is it safe and sound? I feel like if anything, they disturb your safety, disturb your peace. And you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, with this being Back to the Future and the timing and all the time and the time and the flux capacitor, the flux capacitor fluxing, I'm going to sit with the selfish gain. Why don't you make like a tree? Get out of here. That's the card in my hand. 5 of Swords. That's what you're trying to explain. You're trying to be nice already. I feel like this is you rejecting someone. After giving them a million chances, they still see you as some weak. That's the thing. You were never weak. This person is weak. Can't you see? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see how this King of Cups is this fucking weak? Fire and water. This is in reverse. See what I'm saying? They're out of gas. I'm your density. I mean your destiny. No, you're not. It's in reverse. You're safe and sound now at the McFly farm. The McFly farm, 1111 on the Zelda Game & Watch. We forgot to shuffle. It's my fault. But, where were you guys on that one? Hold on. Switching timelines. Where we're going, we don't need Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. Of course, we need the community chest. Peace at last. What did I say about your peace and your flux capacitor fluxing? It's weird. I don't know why I still get so surprised. I'm almost insulting myself. But no, look at the 44 and the 1111. That's 44, 88 miles per hour multi. All right, let's just for fun. What is the top card on here? Because it wants us to see it. No, you can't come with us either, bitch. You're not that cool. Manipulative, evil bitch energy. Not coming where we're going. I don't mean to talk about your mother like that. If that's your mother, take it as it resonates. It's okay, Michelle. It was going good, right? I mean, we were. It was going good. This is the community chest. We keep this shuffled and off to the side, and as we receive synchronicities throughout the live stream, we pull from this deck. It contributes to a whole secondary background reading that takes place simultaneously. It usually corresponds rather well with what we got going on here in real time, and then we review it at the end. It's a whole fun thing we do here at Jonny Arcade. You should stick around and check it out. Someone needs to start from the top, start over, and it's like you don't go to Vegas or whatever because the professional just keeps going. You don't even realize they messed up or something. Someone trying to copy you like verbatim, but they copied your recipe or something. And then it's just a copycat recipe. Not theirs. People can tell. People can tell. Some people might not realize they're following a copycat because they're a copycat. Yeah. And like attracts like or whatever. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or no. Like attracts like, whether you like it or not. 8:44 on the clock. Whether you like it or not. Someone likes it or not. I feel like you attract someone, you rejected them, and they're having a hard time maybe dealing with rejection. They should take the poll. You know what I'm saying, Collector? They should take the poll. We won't know that you took the poll. If that makes you a little more confident to take the poll. That's right. Be the change you want to see in the world. I mean, we're laughing, but I'm very serious. LBVS. LBVS. That's what the kids be saying these days. And again, the 2:44. That'd be 88, yo. I'm just letting you know. Why not? Saturn in Leo. Chaos fighting. McFly, you bozo! Those boards don't work on water. So again, this is the energy that this person talks down to you, bullies you, and they think you're gonna let them fucking wax your shit. Wax on, wax off. What? You wish. This ain't Mr. Miyagi. That's the thing. This ain't Mr. Miyagi. Divine timing. See that? I say divine timing and then mentally bound, feeling helpless. This is Jupiter and Gemini energy. Greetings, Earthling. My name is Darth Vader. I am an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan. Again, someone is... It's obvious that someone doesn't know what they're talking about. But it's like they're trying to convince you, brainwash you, and you're like, no, you're not. You're not any of those things. Marty, is that you? Are you wearing a hazmat suit? Where'd you get a hazmat suit? We got the 9 of 9 as I look at a J. We got the Page of Swords. Easy way. See, I feel like someone is in a 9 of Swords energy and feels like, I don't know, I feel like they took an easy way out. Or they're trying to sneak in through the back door. They're trying to take what you have, or they want something from you without earning it. Ambitious, courageous. And again, I feel like they got some balls. They got a massive set of balls for thinking they can show. This is entitled energy. And unless this is your child and you know you're still scrubbing their ass in the tub, and I don't know, depending on where you're at in the whole Game of Thrones situation. Some of y'all might be washing your kids' ass too. I just noticed that we got all 4 10s right there. What does it say? What do you say, girl? What do you say? Responsibility, hard work. Saturn and Sagittarius. Lots of, again, Sun, These are in reverse, but we got Sun and Saturn. I feel like this is the real energy here. Do what you say what you mean. Swords and wands. McFly, you are terminated. Again, responsibility, betrayal. You had one job. What job was that? Stability. To make sure we get where we're going. How about a ride, mister? You're supposed to take us where you're going. Now we don't want to go where you're going, because where you're going, you need roads. And I gotta go. The easy way. Wait a minute, can I stow away in their luggage? Like, what? Whoa, are you serious? Joker passed. Asking for help. This is a Taurus energy, only because it doesn't have to be a Taurus, but it most likely is. I'm just saying. And again, with that 9, it's a 6 of Pentacles, but I'm telling you, this is that confirmation of that 9 of Swords. It's not showing the Pentacles. The past. Someone is stuck up on the past. Look at this. King of Wands in reverse. Fire and fire in reverse. They're out of gas. They're out of fire. There ain't no spark. They can't get the DeLorean started. Self-assured, motivating. And then look underneath it. Look what that card says. Now, Biff, don't con me. I feel like someone has trust issues. And that's, for whatever reason, your problem, or you're supposed to look the other way like they do. But what's this 3 of Wands in reverse I didn't pay attention to until just right now? True Grit. Indians. Let's see if those bastards can do 90. See, True Grit, Sun and Aries. This is in reverse. You got the fire. Someone, I feel like, was irritated by your fire, your light, irritated their demons. Now, all of a sudden, they want your light. Their light went out. And I feel like, again, with the Indians in reverse, like, no, what they said, they were so damn sure that there would be no Indians there, or that you'd be safe in a situation. You'd have no problem. Do this. This is what I would do. You know what I did? This. And I was successful. No, they weren't. And no, they didn't. I feel like they're saying what they do in their shoes. But there were Indians. They were wrong. You were right. Your hunch was correct, despite what it looked like. Cass, welcome. Cass is back, baby. Now Cass is Lucifer, or Lucifer is Cass. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Oh, look. They're little footballs. Oh, look. It's still World Cup. Is World Cup over? I didn't cared about soccer since 8th grade. I didn't care about soccer since after, like, picking out Umbro frickin' shin guards, okay? It's not cool anymore, man. I'm just kidding. I know soccer's fun, and I do like watching soccer. But I get so sick of the media overdoing something. It's like, I'm glad the media finally realized how cool soccer is. We should franchise the hell out of it. Oh, wait. They did. Level 1. That was your reading. Watch out, yeah. You in big trouble, Lucy. I do feel like this reading was under a little attack earlier, but we took care of it. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing, and I love me some chicken wings. Chicken wings are like one of my favorite things. Hey, that rhymes. Bars. Chicken wings are a few of my favorite things. All right. So I got a little thing going on today with the cards I chose. I always wonder if any of you guys can pick up on like what I'm putting down, but I feel like it's too meta. Some of y'all might pick it up or see it later or something, or I might be told to point it out. But 1122 on this other game watch, that means level 2. This is your reading. Okay. That first die we rolled was 2, so that's fun. That's a sink if I could. Dude, I'll need cards, man. This community chest, I don't know if I want my community to pick anything out of this chest. I mean, you're welcome to look through it, but it's like all sugar-free lollipops at your dentist. It's like, oh man, I thought you were going to have something cool in here. The fuck? You just drilled all my teeth and shot my gums. Like, the least you could do is give me a candy necklace for the love of Christ. You do love Christ, don't you, Doc? I swear, these kids. What do you give the kids with cavities? Celery? Should I be saying thank you? Look, the bugs don't even want to eat it. I've had plant-based candy that tastes better than this. If I can make a green bean taste like a Sour Patch Kid, why can't you fucking have better candy, Doc? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Landed on 1. Remember, it was 11:22. We had the 2, and it landed on 1. So that's fun. Just letting you know. I'll keep track. You don't need to keep score. I got it. Okay. You know what that means? You know what that means? It's 12 o'clock and the party just don't stop. Alright. Sardines and pork and beans? No? Okay. Never mind. Some of y'all need to listen to more Tim and Magoo. Bring Tim and Magoo back. What's Magoo doing? What, do you have like an episode of Cribs and then the IRS came after him or something? Where's Magoo? That fool like got invited to Epstein's and he was like, no. He fell down the slip and slide at fucking Diddy's party. Or, what's going on? I feel like him and Diddy would get along. All he talked about was like, he puts the goo in Magoo. But he got that voice, though. You know what I'm talking about? He got that voice. Andrea, 54, Hector. More blasts from the past. Welcome. Good to see you. All right, this was bonus round. Whenever we get the Game Boy. And we ain't playing no games. Boy. Girl. We go into bonus round. So what do you say? Heads, tails? Heads, tails? Heads, tails? The Jonny Arcade POKEDECK, yo. Come on. You're making me look bad. Okay, thank you. Oh. No, you weren't. You were actually correcting me. I'm an idiot. Okay. Everything's fine. Just talking to myself. No big deal. Okay. If you chose level 2, the Jonny Arcade POKEDECK. Oh. This is your reading. Swedish children's space. Yes, exactly. You get some like strawberry Toms or something like. Come on, bro. This is in the treasure chest. Storm, a transformative force, cannot be tamed. Destiny, release, renewal, unstoppable, awakening. What is changing now will reshape everything that follows. Listen, you can't go back to that old version of you. Why would you want to? I do feel like level 2 is someone that maybe didn't see your worth or value. Whether or not you saw your worth or value at the time, that I feel like will be determined in this reading. But they weren't rejecting you. You just didn't realize that at the time. You probably took it upon yourself to better yourself, whatever that looks like. Even if you thought that's what they wanted. Something about King Tut, Tutankhamun, someone tooting their own horn. What you got in common, but no. A cycle has reached its intended conclusion. It says circuit complete, basic energy. Completion, fulfillment, results, success, resolution, achievement. The energy has come full circle. Character arcs, anybody? We got spirit. Rejection. Surge, more basic energy. Momentum accelerating rapidly. Action, acceleration. Confidence, movement, opportunity. This is not the moment to hesitate. What do we got in reverse? Finally got some pokies. Kilowattrol. 1.21 kilowattrals. It's 120 though. 1.120. I'm just letting you know, collective. Great Scott. Precision strike. Focus. Silent scope. This is in reverse. I feel like you're broadening your horizons, you're managing your expectations, you're not holding on too tightly to one specific outcome when it comes to something or something. That and you're keeping things to yourself, whatever it is you are hyper focused on, or side project or whatever. Dive deep. That something that you're learning that maybe you're perfecting or don't feel you're ready to quite speak up about yet. But accuracy. Yeah, I feel like until you get to a certain point or whatever. 11:30 on the Zelda Game & Watch, then you might. Yes, this is by choice. You know when is the time to maybe. I'm just kind of getting, for some of y'all, it might be like celebrating too soon when maybe, you know, there's like a positive or a negative on like a birth control test, for example. As one example, that just threw out of my hands in reverse, but wait for it. Wait for gender reveal. But execution strategy in reverse. Again, I feel like I don't get that this pile is like banging their head against a wall over and over again doing something. I feel, wow. See, this pokey is in reverse too, but I didn't want to assume because they all have different meaning, obviously, right? This is flittle. You might have fucked up a little. 11:31 on the Zelda Game & Watch. But no, this is in reverse. They didn't just fuck up a little. I feel like they fucked up a lot with the wrong one or something, or so many opportunities and they chose the wrong ones. But ungrounded awareness without grounding creates imbalance. So if this is a person that rejected you, if they haven't come back and now you're going to reject them, I have a feeling that's going to happen. Sensitivity, instability. Again, I feel like they could have projected that onto you. So what did you do? You stabilized. You sensitized. It takes a lot of courage to go within and self-reflect. Whether you're blaming yourself and want to be different for someone else, it still takes, that's more strong. That's more powerful than the person whose attention you or validation you might think you need or attention you're trying to get. Psychic awareness. This is in reverse because I feel, this might be looking up to someone. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. Like attracts like, might be listening to someone thinking that they're a good mentor, when honestly I feel like if they were, especially if it's a reader and they're giving you advice and they haven't been through something similar and they're just saying some shit and not taking into consideration the consequences that can result in, Ultra ball, the choice, commitment, focus, sacrifice, decision, intention. Not everything or everyone can go with you. Roads. We're going, you don't need roads, collective. What is this in reverse? Walrian. 170, the Guardian. This is in reverse. Someone's like wants to act as if you need them. They can protect you. And you're like, what? That's like, how are you going to protect me on land, Aquaman? If I was drowning, sure, I'll give you a call. But I can swim. 1133. Yeah, I don't need you in my life. I wanted you in my life, but then you screwed that up, Guardian. Yeah, we're guards. Loyalty, strength, protect what matters. What does it say? Leadership, sacrifice. True strength protects, not dominate. And again, the way that they're coming in, it's like they're trying to dominate your energy. They come in and try to make it theirs, turn it into theirs. And I feel like you're just trying to stay out of everyone's way and do your own thing. And that wasn't even okay. Here we got more basic energy, but this is psychic energy. We got energy cords, soul bonds, fated, destiny, attraction. Destiny's come up. Burping confirmation. In the first reading, you are my destiny. You are my density. It just came up again, and it came up earlier. Where is it? It was, on that card that was on the bottom of the deck. Destiny. Soul bonds, destiny, attraction, fated attraction, twin flame, soulmate. So regardless, this is a karmic bond, I feel like, that wants to come with you. And I feel like you are attracts like. I feel like you're entering something that isn't rejecting you, that is showing you what it looks like to be accepted, to be welcomed, to be wanted. And maybe, if it works out, maybe you might even be needed by them. We'll see. Tink-a-tink. I tink. I taught putty cat. I tink-a-tink. Oh, this will make this will make more sense when you're older. I didn't want to quote necessarily Frozen, but I was like, yeah, this will all make sense when you're old. Blues clues. Blues clues. Someone don't know what to do. Utilizing all your gifts. I feel like that's what you're doing, and someone doesn't know how to handle that. What's this say? Gathering resources, building, learning, patient. See, I feel like that's what you're doing. Again, you're learning, you're building, you're learning, you're building, you're learning. This person wants to like knock down your Jenga tower and like, haha, I beat you at Jenga. You're like, I wasn't playing Jenga. That mattered to me. But thanks, you ruined it now. Even if that's just your appetite. Or the last 15 minutes of the movie 7. Oh, this is that one where it's his wife's head's in the box. Get out. Link with the silver arrow. That's based on a true story, that last joke. That's why it's so funny. You really know how to ruin a Brad Pitt movie, bro. You really know how to ruin a Brad Pitt. Gathering energy. All hour and 15 minutes of that was great. It was just the last 15 minutes that I didn't get to enjoy. Gathering energy, preparation, collection, patience, learning. What's done today impacts tomorrow. See, and remember earlier I said it was like, it was on the bottom of the deck. Remember, it was like everything's changing. For someone wants immediate drastic change, and I feel like they can't handle what comes with that. And you could probably give them what they need to do that, but then they get scared. They don't want to jump. Yeah, I could jump out of a plane. We can go parachuting, and then they don't want to jump out. And it's like, well, you do realize you don't get to land with the pilot, right? Your ass is getting out of the plane. Now, if you were paying attention and cared, you would know how to land safely and in the target. So, see you at the bottom. Good luck with that. Again, this is basic energy. It's in reverse. Resonance. In harmony with the energy around you. This is them. Unless this, I mean, if this is you, you should know by now that they're probably not supposed to go where you're going. Ungrounded, the whole, unless you like that thing, you know, you down with all that ungroundedness. They were so sure about you. They were so sure there would be Indians in the past. How many times do they need to prove themselves wrong before you realize that you were right all along? Alignment, harmony, frequency, flow, connection. What is meant for you is beginning to match your frequency. Like, well, it tracks like, and I feel like you like this energy, and now I almost feel like you're beginning to not be able to stand it very much anymore, tolerate it. Magnetism. Dude, basic energy. What you focus on is drawing closer. Harmony. Connection. Like attracts like. Attraction. Cool. Connections. There's this little magnet here with the I made sure to put the plus and the minus there. You know how magnets work, right? Okay. You had the bookmobile as a kid, right? Okay. You, if not, you had, your parents had Amazon, right? Okay. Alignment. Man, I bet you got much more cooler magnet books. You got stem cell research and, I mean, science, technology, engineering, and math, not stem cell research. That'd be crazy. Alignment. Mars. Manifestation. Your energy is attracting a matching frequency. What is it? What is meant for you is beginning to match your frequency. Your energy is attracting a matching frequency. You know how many cards I have in this deck? You understand how well you're protected now? You don't need this, I don't know, backup parachute, or it's something ridiculous that you don't need. Not that a backup parachute is ridiculous. I just feel like someone wants to jump with you in the parachute or something, and you're like, or wants to rent a kayak with you. Listen, unless you're like a hot chick that I'm hoping this will turn into something else, and you've never been on a kayak, yeah, we could share a kayak. But otherwise, you better get your own fucking kayak. That's the only exception. Oh. We can rent it. That's fine. It's okay. You don't own one. I don't own one either, but I'm not going to rent a twofer. It's cute and fun for like a little bit. But we going deeper. Yeah, we going deeper. You know, we're going deeper than most. Keep it tough. Take your power back. Yeah, what belongs to you is worth fighting for. Reclamation, justice, assertive, empowered, justified action. See, with the reclamation, it's like everything that's meant for you, even if it like goes away or becomes lost, or literal, tangible things. Maybe you had a kayak and you're like, oh, tricky subject, Jonny. I get it. If it's meant to be in your life, it'll come back, or you'll just get a better kayak. Hopefully that person who stole your kayak needed it more than you. Good thing is, kayaks, I feel like, are relatively affordable, and you can probably get one at Target or Costco, or if you want to get crazy, you know, go to an actual sporting goods place. But if it floats, you got paddle, and it's not shit creek, do that shit. But no, we already did that one. High voltage. Here we go. I'll close you out with this level 2. High voltage. That makes me think of AC/DC. Your personal power is increasing. Confidence, power, courage, presence, strength, and boost. Oh, you got this. You got the star in Mario. That's why I saw my mind's eye. And if it's Mario Kart, you're like going through the grass and shit, like over the sand. You're like, here I come. You are more powerful than you realize. And on the bottom of the deck in reverse is fluff. See, this is about patience. I feel like you are the epitome of patience with that all the time in the world energy we're getting with the Back to the Future thing. Someone is giving you maybe ultimatums. Again, needs that instant coffee. You're like, no, man, let's grind up some fucking fresh beans. Fuck. Hey, I gotta cure. This is cured K-Cup. I'm just saying, I do appreciate me some French press. That's my favorite. French press. You want to impress me? French press me. Espresso yourself. Espresso yourself. Patience in reverse. And it's got, I do the little, it almost looks like it's got that drip. You know what I mean? The hourglass I put there. But I have this where it's like time's running out. When you put it in reverse, you got all the time in the world. Patience. But no, this cloth guy, he hangs upside down and waits for his prey. The problem is, he can only hang upside down for so long because the blood rushes to his head and he's got to get the hell back on solid ground. So someone's trying to act as if they're being patient, but no, the truth is the blood is rushing to their head and they got to go. They can't be in your energy that long. 11:44 on this other Game & Watch. They got to go. They can only be in your... Ooh, the thing says naked, only one ingredient, European. What? It was just like a thing on the thing that said naked. Someone feels naked, exposed, but divine timing, observation, and again, this is just mine, endurance and strategy. Look before you leap. So you tell me, is someone really putting thought into their decisions? Well, I didn't even see Chickaton over here. Okay. Did I? Self-made. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. We'll close with this because this is upright. This is definitely your energy. And look, it's that. They see how this one is like one of those. I don't know, what do you call it? Where are my pokies at? Where are my this is my POKEDECK. POKEDECK. But you see how this is like the holographic fancy. Well, this one is self-made. Power, resistance, mastery. I drew a little crown on there. Confidence, transformed, unstoppable. You know something. At the very least, you don't know everything. That might be what you know. But you know more than someone else who thinks they know everything. Oh, that's so frustrating. And, you know, so wise man doesn't argue with fool's energy. This sad, compelling plot twist that hurts is who the fool is that you are arguing with, and you're the wise one. That, level 2, is your reading. Felt so good to bust out the POKEDECKs. Energy vampires, loss, vulnerability, theft, recovery, reinvention. And here you are. Like, I feel like they're trying to block your reconnection with what matters, what belongs to you in your life, whether that's connections or things, a fucking kayak. Maybe it's cognac. I don't know. Some sort of yak. Maybe you just want a yak. Maybe it makes you want to yak. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Yeah, recovery, reinvention. Someone trying to reinvent the wheel, and you're like, why? This one rolls just fine. And besides, where we're going, we don't need roads. You want to reinvent the wheel? Invent a hoverboard. Again, what was taken from you can be rebuilt. Stronger. Ooh, upgrade. They took your TV. Get a bigger TV. Get a HD fucking 4K LED projector or whatever. Make the whole damn wall your TV. That's what I say. Go big or go home. We don't go backwards. We just say bad words. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. See, now you guys are probably gonna want me to get that more often. I know, right? But you guys are always like, "Yeah, I want these other dicks." But whatever. There's nothing special about it. It's just a little something I put together. All right, that people will try and copy. Uh, I used to read with POKEDECK, this regular cards because someone was talking shit one time, and I'm like, "What? You think I can't?" It was a troll on the old channel, long time ago, and then they got real quiet. Like, oh, you don't like me talking about yourself with your favorite thing? Those are my favorite. The naysayers. Naysayer. Next song. All right. Yeah. What I had planned earlier should start to take more form here. This is what we'll do. Perfect. Everything always works out. It's so crazy. Okay. So long as you're willing to negotiate a little bit, but not your soul. Your worth, your integrity is not worth negotiating. Your boundaries, sure, but you're aware of your boundaries when you're lowering the fence, raising the fence, opening the blinds, closing the blinds at night. You're gonna let your neighbors watch you put on your underwear. I don't know. Some people are into that shit or whatever. But that man's married.
It's a trap!
If I were you, I'd take precaution.
You know what I'm talking about, collective. Girl's poison. Poison! All right, level 3. You ready? Girl, I must warn you. You got something strange in your eyes. All right. A few decks here I don't pull out often. Some of y'all haven't seen them at all on this channel. Some of y'all might not have seen them at all. But these are all old decks, older decks. Okay. This is the newest deck. Let's start with the newness. We already got a 1 out here. Let's try to... The odds of rolling another 1, that would be less possible. So let's do less likely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Never trust a big butt. I mean, what if she's frowning? What's wrong? What's the matter, honey? You okay? I saw your big butt from around the corner, and I just Miss Fat Booty. That's what I'm thinking right now. No, I can't afford to stop. All I know is it's too close. And she came with the same type gang. Oh man. So fat that you can see it from the front. She spot me like paparazzi. 17, 217, 2 Qs. Wow, that's her Q. There's 2 people who are extremely tapped in. Not to one another, tapped in. And I feel like by being tapped in, I feel like you can recognize someone else tapped in. Something about the star, dude, the star card. When I see 17, I think of the star card, not because. Wait, no, that's not. It's not. When I said the Q, right? You guys see the. Sorry, I shouldn't show you the boobs on YouTube. They get mad. But you see the white stars? How they make like a Q? Just letting you know. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna dust it off first. I need to hit that with the duster. All right, with the Augusto. Oh wait, I can't see the. There's plenty of room over here, Johnny. Why don't you just put it over here? Okay. What do we say? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Light Sears Tarot. Light Sears Tarot. Light Sears Tarot. I don't think you guys can hear when I hit them high pitches, but that might be a good thing. That's the idea, is so that I don't be blowing out your eardrums. Let's see. Even though I totally nailed that note. What can I say? Girl, what do you say? Level 3, if you chose the lights. Oh my gosh. You guys. Level 3. Guys. You're fucking killing me, yo. You're killing us, yo. We're building this together. All you're doing is showing me I can't rely on you guys. Thank you, Michelle. Gosh, dang it. It was all symmetrical and shit earlier and made sense. But here we are, and then I was showing you the star. I opened up, I got all vulnerable, thinking that you guys knew what I was talking about. 11:55 on the clock, and you totally didn't know. Whatever, dude. What are you guys doing? Like, what are you watching right now? Are you watching something else and listening to me? Theater? You do this with all your boyfriends and girlfriends? You do this with your mother? Am I just like, want? What is this? Peanuts? What do you want, Cracker Jacks? What are we at, a baseball game? Is World Cup over? Can someone please tell me if World Cup is over? Are you even listening to me? Do you hear anything that's... Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Shame on you guys. Can't take you anywhere. Thank goodness I don't. This is why I never take you anywhere. Your lack of awareness. I thought you were... I was wrong again. I hate when I'm right, and I hate when I'm wrong about you. But I was right. Andrew knows what I'm talking about. I've seen it a million times. I told you girls were poison.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. I'm letting everyone know. Don't trust them Johnny Archangels. They're just along for the ride. Well, the DeLorean only seats 2, and we can maybe cram someone in the back. Jennifer, you can sit on the armrest. But what in the world? We got to do this all over again. My goodness gracious, great balls of fuego. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. disappoint me so much. This look on my face, the sadness. This is how much I believed in you. And then you fell short. Not once, but twice. Twice. But you know, Jesus dropped the cross twice. Not because he has poor balance. Not because he's weak. What do you say? Hold on. Do we believe them in them still, Spirit? Do we give them one more? 3 strikes, you're out. We're on level 3. 3rd time's the charm. Because I'm all out. I'm done. Don't look at me. Don't make me choose. My sources say no. See, Spirit's like, I wouldn't. But, you know, I'm a glutton for punishment. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spirit said no. I should be listening to Spirit. But no, this is what happens when you're Mr. Nice Guy and you sacrifice yourself for other people on your Friday night. You know, it's Saturday night, but it's my Friday night. What is it? It landed on 7. But I have the decks in a different order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, it was on Light Seers. See, if you wanted Light Seers, that's what you get. That's what you get. Or I mean, if you wanted Light Seers, that's what you get. We're not doing Light Seers. Now we're doing Realist Tarot, and I'm for real. And that's what was funny, because that's one of the decks I pulled out, because I was like, I don't usually pull this, but no. Some of the decks I have out, I consider mundane, and I was like, whoa, well, if it's meant to be, we believe in magic, right? We'll find magic even in the mundane decks. Well, you can't make it up. That's where my brain was at before I started the reading, but that you wouldn't have known that unless... Weird, right? Not at all. I'm just letting you know. It's not weird. Spirit's saying, it doesn't matter, Johnny. They don't know what you're talking about. Give up right now. Just quit while you're ahead. Sorry, Spirit. Most likely. Oh, now you're like, it might come around. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving everything inside and now. Slow change, I don't know the words, but if the song was playing, you wouldn't know the difference. I'm really good at like winging it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, you just beginning like what? You just got your princess, like what? You got the Triforce. You got the Triforce. Dude. What are you even doing with your life? Do you even realize how powerful you are? Level 3. 7s just be dropping like it's jackpot. If you chose level 3, the Realist Oracle, this is your reading. Calm down. 1201 on this other game to watch. Someone got Butterfingers. Better not lay a finger on my Butterfinger. There's that star card. Someone is not tapped in. The community chest, I'm telling you. That's that sugar. Ancient Kings. My brother, I swear to God, I was just thinking about you the other day. I was like, man, I wish there was a way for me to like put out the bat signal or something.
This calls for a Sword of Omen special.
This calls for a Sword of Omen special.
Thunder, thunder, Thundercats.
Bro. I'm not in trouble, but it was a false flag. I just wanted you guys to know where I was at. Ancient Kings, welcome, my brother. Been a minute, and yeah, in a minute, the old channel was hacked and terminated, bro. And I was like, you know, who I haven't seen, I think, since the new shit. Literally, bro, like the other day. If not yesterday, the day before. That's what's up. You got the fucking bat signal on me. 9:33 on the clock. 12:02. Someone's putting their passion into something, believing in something, even if no one else believes in it, because I feel like, again, you've got some sort of evidence that it's working or something. Level 3, they weren't rejecting you. They were revealing they weren't ready. 12:03 on the Zelda Game & Watch. Spirit says that's true. That's the most positive card I've seen on here with this Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords. Now you're cooking with butter. Now I feel like you're speaking shit into existence. All is fair. Things are definitely balancing themselves out, being reciprocated, being returned. Maybe not from the source that took it or where you lost it, but shit's being reciprocated, returned back to you. I'm telling you, the other reading was like about if you were going through loss or something, if it was meant to be in your life, it's coming back. Dude, level 3. The thing is, I feel like you've been fair, treated unfairly, in their shoes, like I just literally did right now, right? Because I feel you. I fucking feel like it's hard for me not to feel you. You feel me? Let's see. You would know I was faking it. The big picture in reverse. Yeah, this isn't me. Man, it's like, that's the thing. That's why I know, like, that you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Never mind real eyes, or real lies, or real recognize real, or feel like healed recognize healed, healed recognize unhealed, like a motherfucker. And then what do you do with that information? Big picture in reverse, stuck upright. What would be the fair thing to do? What if, are you in this bottle? Is it a genie? Are you a genie in a bottle? Are you Christina Aguilera? Are you Robin Williams? Are you Will Smith? Or can you twist that shit off yourself? Yeah. Oh, I just saw how high my mind's at. I was like, well, you don't know how to twist one up. I was like, you got blunt, you got weed. Did we just become best friends? Again, it's like some sort of mishap. It's like maybe, all things considered, what you have to go through, you find someone that makes it that not only that much more tolerable of an experience, but helps you excel. This could be a partner, a homeboy, a homegirl, or love, but with psychic services, walk-ins welcome, open, find an oracle. It's in reverse. I almost feel like you don't need, I mean, we can all use some guidance, but it's like you don't need some sort of guidance. You're not looking for, I feel like you're not looking for anything in particular, but just fairness, like treat others like you want to be treated. And so if you come in all generous and then people don't reciprocate it, it's probably because they don't fucking know how to receive, or they're like in this ego thing, or they don't feel like they need to receive, because then it's not necessarily a gift or whatever. But if something ain't fair, it ain't fair. Inner strength in reverse. So this might be you investing in people, places, or things, and maybe you're only investing what you're willing to lose. Remember with the sevens dropping earlier, the jackpots? I don't know about you guys, but when I go to the casino, not that I have a gambling problem, but I just don't like losing money. So, but I love playing poker. I love playing video games. So, you know, penny slots with all the fun bonuses, especially if it's like some Michael Jackson game or Ghostbusters or some shit. I want to play that shit. But I also want to be able to hit the bonuses and all that shit. So I'll bring, you know, $40, $100, depending on what we're talking about. We in Vegas, I might bring a little bit more than $100, but I don't bring any money I know I can't lose. I mean, I come from an age and era where I used to get dropped off at the arcade for hours at a time, and it's like a nickel arcade, you know what I'm saying? And you don't get anything. Maybe a lucky rabbit's foot, maybe some real candy, unlike the fucking the community chests in the level 2 and 3. But yeah, you're guaranteed. The thing you get out of it is maybe we can beat Shredder on less than $5. Maybe we can beat Goro. Maybe we can make it to Shang Tsung. You know, maybe we can get through a actual race in San Francisco Rush. Whatever it is, it's just the sense of accomplishment, the getting your initials. For me, it would be my whole name in the high score, right? I just put John in that bitch. Like, man, who's this? It's me. And just so if I go to a casino, have fun, play a Michael Jackson game, win, I'm likely to go again. But I would never go on like my paycheck, hoping that that's the only way I'm gonna be able to pay rent this month or whatever. Like that to me sounds like a really bad decision. Build home. Yeah. Grief, build home. So I do feel like in a way someone gambled. Same hair. Someone gambled and they're in grief because I feel like they might have taken advice from someone who, again, couldn't possibly have put themselves in their shoes, didn't have anything to lose by giving them said advice. This could be like a friend who's like an unhappy situation and gives you advice to go back to an unhappy situation. Did they like you when you're unhappy, or didn't like what you were building, or were jealous of what you were building? And I feel like it's just causing some sort of, because it's like almost in this way, this person might have been trying to encourage you to be independent. 121, 1210 is what I would do. This person isn't independent. They're codependent on their toxic partner. Otherwise, they would be single. And so they're giving you advice to leave them, go here. You should go on this trip. You should just take the clothes off your back. And now someone's like, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? And now they feel stuck. And again, same outfit and shit. And look at this friend, where they're at. Like someone could be paying a friend for readings or something, and they're biased. It's not fair. It's got to be taken from all perspectives, not just your own selfish perspective. Should you take a personal reaction to the situation? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you're supposed to give. Because again, we get what we give. Maybe you're supposed to give a little bit more instead of pulling back. Or vice versa. Maybe you give too damn much. And maybe your friend is saying you give, trying to tell you what they think you want to hear. That, and maybe you do need to move on. Because that was it level 2 was about, again, it was like boundaries, man. Like something not being for you. And maybe this isn't for you. Maybe not yet. Maybe they weren't ready yet. But I still don't feel like this is the way to go. And why does the same bitch come up? Someone's like looking for love in all the wrong places. Choose love, and now she's on Love Finder. It's like someone needs to stop chasing it. 1212. Someone needs to stop chasing it. They feel like, no one loves me. I keep getting rejected. Like, you need to fucking stop spreading yourself so thin. You're at the buffet and you're like, I don't like anything at the buffet. At least narrow down what you want. What fucking continent? Well, you start there. Throw a fucking dart at a globe or something. Or have a fucking hamburger. You're not from America? Have a hamburger. It is everything they say and more, I promise you. If you're in America, get something besides a hamburger. Get something with noodles in it or something. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with people? In your bag. Yeah. Oh my God. That's what I would do. You want to know what WWJD? Shauna J, welcome. My name's an acronym for Jesus of Nazareth. I'm just letting you know. What is this? Seek guidance in reverse. What did I say? You're following your heart. And if your heart's like, I'm going to go listen to this person who gives terrible advice. Otherwise, if they had advice, their home would be something different. But no, I have a feeling their person probably brings in the money and it allows them to run some sort of fake fucking practice. That is the definition of rent-free. Not in the head, but like literally on paper in real life. How many pages are in this book here? Individuality, I believe, is the last card. Wow, they straight printed that on the fucking... Damn. You really trying to shave the cost off this thing, huh? You couldn't put one more page? Okay. Hey, it's the Realist Oracle. They're like, yeah, we ain't trying to fucking waste a tree or whatever. Really talk shit. Individuality. Oh, wait, no. I'm not going to read that, but 119. So we're going to get 120 up out in that bitch. But they for real printed on the inside cover. 120. Okay. Wow. Andrew's seeing the numbers. God communicates to us through numbers. You know, I was going to say something the other day, too. About duality, totality, ABC, 1, 2, 3. You know, they say statistically, men, don't shoot the messenger. Studies back when there was only 2 genders, studies would be done on these species. And specifically the male species would in a majority it is said that they figure things out like logically through like numbers, remember things easier through numbers, right? And females, according to science, it's more colors as far as memory, and you know what I mean. And that's why I think MK Ultra is all of it, right? But no, I feel like my point of saying this is with the totality, it's like if ABC easy as 1, 2, 3, however you're getting your synchronicities. For some of y'all, depending on what energy you're in, masculine or feminine, might see auras and stuff like that. The black, the white, and the gray, the 50 Shades of Gray for some of y'all ladies. But like the thumbnail in today's reading, which is, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that was a Tarot Zone thumbnail I didn't want to use for Tarot Zone. It didn't look Tarot Zone enough. And I'm like, we'll do a black, white, and gray thumbnail for they weren't rejecting you, they were revealing they weren't ready. Fun fact, right? You're welcome. Little behind the scenes bonus footage. Oh, I was going to say, I couldn't tell which one it was on. So we got 16, Joe Montana, Still Montana, you crazy asshole. And 10 out here. 16 and 10, so that's 26. Let's see, 26. $25, $26. See, and there's like, I keep seeing all these like depressing cards, but I was gonna say, like, there are positive ones, like obviously all is fair and like inner strength if it were upright, that type of stuff. But no, I feel like you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. That doesn't mean you just run away from everything or give up on everything. I feel like you're doing something different now. You're building something sustainable, not looking for love on all the wrong apps. Oh, it's choose love. 26 is choose love. Walking Punub in all the wrong places. Walking Punub in too many spaces. Walking Punub. Someone's walking Punub. You see your feet. You see your feet? See on Foot Finder? Looking for love on Foot Finder? Damn, girl, them toe knucks. Them toe knucks. I wanna massage. I wanna put my fingers in between your toes. You don't need to buy those little spacers when you're painting your toenails. I'll just stand there like this for 15, 20 minutes or however long it takes for you to dry them. Let me put my toes in between your toes and create little toe spacers. It's okay. I'll watch our show upside down like Spider-Man. I could like almost feel that, like, let's interlock toes. Let's wear toe socks and interlock our toes to stay warm. Gross. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Choose love. I would do anything for love, but I won't lock our little toes together. That'd be maybe once in a while, but it can't be a regular thing. Why can't you just rub your leg up my leg under the table like a regular person? You want us both to wear flip-flops so we can lock toes under the table? That's weird. Element, water, air. Interesting how that was that none of my other bicycle decks do I have the elements like I was doing earlier with fucking Captain Planet. Remember level 1? You guys remember? You were there, weren't you? Well, if you weren't, we're talking about all the elements. We got water, air. That's so interesting. Choose love. A life-altering, heartfelt choice. Aligned relationships. Keyword aligned. This is upright. Maybe you are finding someone online, but I don't know. Maybe you're trying again. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's 2026. Everything's online. Your doctor who's like fucking cutting inside of you is online using Bluetooth and a robot. Oh, it's okay though. Once them tonsils is out, you get to eat ice cream. Like, no, you don't need to do that anymore. It's non-invasive. You're like, man, I wanted ice cream. Son of a bitch, can you just lie to my parents? I want ice cream. 12/21. They said I would get ice cream, and actually, ice cream would make it. Like, it would make it worse. Oh, I'm getting fucking ice cream. I'm getting Rocky fucking Road. That's the worst ice cream. I'm gonna Rocky Road. Make all the nuts go in my bum holes. A life-altering, heartfelt choice. Aligned relationships. This card means you are being guided to choose yourself and whatever or whoever reflects your most authentic and loving expression. See, you're not running away. You're going toward what does matter. An important relationship, an opportunity to collaborate, or a deeply fulfilling connection is acting as a mirror for how you view and value your heart. Aw. Am I that mirror? How cute. I love you. Value your heart, your time. Oh, would you look at that? 543 on the totally off Atari watch. But hey, 1222. It's right on time. I mean, am I right? The answer to that is yes. I'm batting my eyelashes. Value your heart, your time, and your growth. Why you make choices is more than the consequences of them. Oh. You know how many times people go, what are their intentions? What are their intentions? Well, they're not good. What are you going to do with that information? What are your intentions? To change them into someone with good intentions? Haven't you seen Cruel Intentions? My God. Holy banging his sister, bro. Hold on, I'm not done with you yet, collective. You're just getting started. What, you thought we were done? What do you think, I'm some 1 minute man? That was it? What is this, a one night stand? Rendezvous and I'm through with you? Just because it's a pick a deck reading doesn't mean you need to just pick a deck. You can stay for the whole thing. Unless you got somewhere more important to be or whatever. No one's making you be here. Or me. I want to be here. Deep knowing. Divine timing in reverse. That's contradicting. But I feel like if this was upright, I'd be telling you to be patient. That's why I'm so sarcastic with you guys and so fun and playful and loving, because I know how far you've come and that it's no laughing matter. So if you can laugh, during something that is no laughing matter, I know that. See, look, same chick kept showing up, right? All in the grief and stuff with the Michael Jackson haircut, right? The perm. Look, she got the fucking beehive thing going on. It's the same chick. The other chick was the same chick. This is the same, but she got the mud bath thing. She got the spiritual bath. She listened to Johnny Arcade, reads tarot. She got her $2 Chuck. She's like, you know what, Johnny? I do live by a Trader Joe's. I've been meaning to go in there, and she got some of that Charles Shaw. Yeah, man, this is what it's all about. And now she's seeing butterflies at the subway. She's like, what is it? What's a butterfly even doing in the subway? Maybe moths, but a butterfly? And it's the same color as my pants, my shorts, my shants. You want to dance? I'm so glad I bought this tote bag. I don't know what took me so long to buy this tote bag. See, you deserve that tote bag. And if that happens when you get a tote bag, I can't imagine. I can't imagine when you start giving yourself what you've been deprived of, and then you thought that it was bad, and now it's not bad. It's better than bad. It's good. It's better than bad. It's good. Everyone wants a log. You're gonna need a log. There's a hare, and she's back. La 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 la. It rolls downstairs, rolls over in pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog. It's great for a snack. It fits on your back. It's log, log, log. It's log, log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log, log. It's better than bad. It's good. It's better than bad. It's good. It's better than bad. It's good. You're gonna want a log. You're gonna need a log. You're gonna want a log. Yes, a log. That was a 4. There, boom. From Blammo. 24. Wow, that's just around the corner from where we were. 24. What can put up? Networking partner 24 is seek guidance. This came up earlier. Again, I'm not here to convince anyone of anything or tell anyone to do anything. I just try to bring clarity to help you navigate the waters you're swimming in. And if you know what a dun looks like, and if you should punch it in the nose or get the fuck on the boat or whatever, right? And this, look at this. I just noticed this. See again. ABC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. You see that blotch of paint? Remember the tote bag? Look at the ink blot. It's the same. Again, I feel like someone might have bought a knockoff and you're the OG. Look at this, indulge. Someone's still happy with their Louis Vuitton from the Philippines. It makes them feel better. Girl, you deserve a real Coach bag or something. I got you. One of these days, I got you. But yeah, you shouldn't be. That's a Louis Vuitton. That's not a Louis Vuitton. Yeah. No. That's a Tony Hillpicker. Seek guidance. You see the stitching? You see how the zipper's broken? Yeah, that's either that or you bought it at Ross. Either way, you probably shouldn't have paid $80 for that. You could have talked him down to 40, you know what I'm saying? Element Earth. Support professional and clinical help. Someone might need to stop getting readings and just, bite the bullet, go to a doctor. It might be cheaper. Like, you could have afforded the shock therapy treatment by now, all the fucking assuming and the looming and the booming and the dooming. Wow, now we're finally getting good cards in this between each of us. It's like nothing good ever came easy or right away. You got diamonds, right? Diamonds, not only are they forever, but they can only be created one way. Pressure, friction. In a place where there's little to no friction. Just extreme temperatures, energy fluctuating in a concentrated state in that one area for whatever reason. Whether it's the minerals there combining, it's the way the sun hits, the way the water and the creek fucking goes. It don't matter. 12:30, God said, let there be diamonds right there. And they are there yesterday, they're there tomorrow, and they're just waiting to be found. That's you. Therapy appointment. This card means it is a good idea to seek traditions and practices bigger than you to strengthen your ability to support yourself. Someone might need to step into a church, and that might be the one thing they don't want to do because religion. Listen, I'm not saying religion is the answer, not by a long shot, but it's a good place to start. Good place to start if you're fucking lost or whatever. Better than you can. This card means it is a good idea to seek traditions and practice bigger than you to strengthen your ability to support yourself. You have talents, gifts, and potential that require expertise and tools beyond what you have in your toolbox right now. But for you, collective, again, remember that card came out in reverse. I don't feel like that's you. I feel like this is maybe someone that was rejecting you and was showing you that they weren't ready. Or for my collective who is humble enough to admit that it was them. That or that's you do that to a fault and you're doing that again right now and you shouldn't be. But I feel like level 3, I feel like we're getting the X-Wing out of the water in the Dagobah system and we're not trying anymore. Because do or do not, there is no try. Level 3, that was your reading. feel like for level 3, you just need a little bit of proof that there's someone else like that, like you out there or something. Not even like love. Like it doesn't have to be intimacy. They can absolutely be attractive or whatever, but this isn't that. That would be icing on the cake. This is a genuine connection, whether it be romantic, platonic, homeboy, homegirl, home, whatever they identify as. I'm not here to judge. Um, I love everybody until you give me a reason not to fucking love you, trust you. And yes, even and especially if you've made decisions like that, especially if you made them as an adult, because that's what you genuinely felt was right. And as long as you're not lying to me to let me think that you're something that you're not, to get into my energy, I'd rather you just be honest with me. And it would explain why your shoulders are so broad. That's how people get hurt. 1233, and you wouldn't want that done to you. And I've seen it a million times. Not that, but I got a vivid imagination. I'll let that do its thing. 1233 on Zelda. 1, 2, 3, 3. I'll wait till 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure I'll see it. Let's see. Actually, that's not a given, especially when I'm distracted doing this. I told you there'd be magic in that mundane ass deck that I don't use often. Oh yeah, this looks better. For my OCD, my self-diagnosed OCD. Don't worry, it's not a bad case or anything. Pretty mild. And I like things spicy, so it really isn't that bad. Okay, now those are you right there. Dream big. Okay. Level 4. Make sure that you can see it because I totally boofed. Or wait, no, I take that back. I know the definition of boof. I've never boofed. I didn't boof. I messed up. Level 3. And if you don't know what boof is, boy, am I glad I told you. Someone said, hey, you want to boof this? And you didn't know what it was, and you said yes, you would have regretted it immediately. Okay, level 4. This is your reading. I'm just saying, Cass. I've taken mushrooms, for example, many times. And then when I saw this ad one time for a different brand of mushroom gummies, not the ones that I promote, the guy's like, I don't like boofing mushrooms. And I'm like, boofing? What the fuck is boofing? You mean just like raw dogging it? I was right, but I was wrong. Yeah, raw dogging it. It's like suppository. I don't boof. If I was Bill Clinton, I'd be like, I did not boof my mushrooms. But for real, I don't boof my mushrooms. Worst case scenario, I just chow it down. But we got link to that. I mean, that's the best way anyways, but I can't. They get stuck in your teeth and you're like, or you can just get a gummy that tastes like cotton candy. Whatever, your choice. Level 4. Oh, and you can save 25%, by the way, by using ARC25 as the discount code at haveanicetrip.com/Jonny Arcade. You're welcome. What? Road trip? It's called Road Trip. Road tripping with my 2 favorite outlaws. Ooh, little lonely, we got snacks and supplies. Let's go get lost, let's go get lost. Let's go get lost, let's go get lost. I'm tempted. Boofing is a prison jail. Oh, now that guy looks even more sus. Up on the mountains by yourself boofing? Bro, get you a fucking coffee grinder or something, dog. My God, no wonder you're out there by yourself. Hey, bro, you boof me, I'll boof you. No way, man. You already ruined my trip. Oh, wait, we didn't even... No, that didn't count. That was practice. What are we doing? Sorry, the boofing thing, man. One. For some reason, I always want to start with this damn Mystic Odyssey Tarot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I want to keep going counterclockwise today for some reason. Against the grain, maybe? Against what everyone normally... Yeah, Ready Player One, bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready Player One, bitch. Nightbot! What did she say? I forgot that I activated Nightbot. I haven't done any like details, so you must have really said something bad. Watch your filthy mouth. Oh yeah. Sorry, cast. Hey, thank you for testing Nightbot. Watch out, people. I got Nightbot working behind the scenes. You weren't supposed to know that yet, but cast kind of screwed that up. It's letting you know, Cass. Oh, by the way, that's a prison term. I don't know what if you prefer to boof, I don't know what a cotton candy flavored gummy would do if you boofed it. You might want to rinse all the sugary powder off of it first or something. I'm just saying. I think that's for topical use only, or not to be consumed by anus or whatever. I'm just saying. It wasn't me, Cass. See, I need a scapegoat, and that scapegoat is Nightbot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can cuss and it's totally fine. It actually really isn't. YouTube hates it. And you'll see which videos of mine get the love and don't just by that alone. I said the CLINTON word earlier. That might be enough to only get me 100 or 200 views. We got 10 out here, guys. We got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course it picked the 2 mundane decks. Of course it did. Of course it. Why am I so surprised? Johnny, stop doing that. It's like, I got the X-Wing out of the swamp again. Duh, you fucking idiot. My bad. Don't talk to yourself like that, Johnny. That's sad. You should be ashamed of yourself in front of a live studio audience. When you got the Green Big Archetypes deck. Come on, Johnny. There's a bunch of people excited to see what that deck has. I really don't think they're going to... It's really not that big of a deal in this deck. But Johnny, when you read it, it's different. If you were a ventriloquist, Johnny, you're a terrible one. No one said I was a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist. We're gonna put those away before someone gets hurt. Level 4. If you chose the Dream Big Archetypes deck. They weren't rejecting you. They were revealing to you they weren't ready. And I do feel like this deck is here for me to help you see the silver lining, not take things too seriously. Put that inner child first, not that selfish brat first. That fool should be going in the back of the line. Little shit. Turn this car around. You are not going to Disneyland. You hear me? I don't care if it's your birthday. Me and your mother are going. We're dropping you off at your aunt's house. Well, you should have thought about that before you boofed mushrooms. There's no way in hell you're going on Haunted Mansion with me and your mother. And nothing is going to stop me from having a corn dog off the red corn dog cart. So looks like you're going to have to go to a different fantasy land. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dream Big Archetypes deck. I'm just Cass. I don't go there. Spirit takes me there. I take you there. I'm just along for the journey. Besides, this is your healing journey, so you're welcome. Intellectual. Take on the day with real exploration. Be a thinker. Use your mind well. Feel all of the depth and curiosity you have in you. This is upright, intellectual. Can you guys, I don't think you guys can see it. It's not very intellectual of me to put that there if you can't see it. Can you see it from the side? Because it's like perspective and, you know, kinda. But no, it's not fun. It's better if I just put the fucking thing away, Johnny. It's worth a shot, you know. 1244 on the Delta Game Watch. 1015 1244 115. Moving on. Yeah, I feel like you have enough information. You don't need to beat a dead horse, is what I just heard. Champion. Take on the day with real endurance. Be a defender. Use your readiness well. Feel all of the rigor and clout you have in you. Again, you're outsmarting something. Maybe even outsmarting yourself. Maybe you continue to blow your own mind with certain things, certain aspects, things that you had right on par. That look at that moon, I don't think that's in everything. You know what I was getting? Like, someone might be OG like me. Like, and I'm not calling myself original gangsta. I'm just saying, like, this makes me think of Tootsie Pops, when they'd have the star on there and you could trade in the paper and get another Tootsie Pop. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. It had a little star on it. Sage. I don't think they all... Wait. Moon. Okay, they all have a moon. These are all upright. Again, it's like something about embracing your shadow side or something. I just heard Oasis in my mind's eye. As he faced the sun, he cast no shadow. Some of y'all might have had to maybe in the past. They didn't have to, but maybe you found yourself at some point having turned your back to the light, or what was right, or what you thought was right because that felt right, to turn your back on it, or it didn't matter anymore. It put on the back burner. And that's the only way you can see your shadow. And depending on the source of light, its position in your life and where you stand, your altitude, your location, your launch, your coordinates, your coordination. That's going to determine how long, short, wide, above you, below you, in front of you, behind you, that shadow is going to cast. Now, integrating it is a whole nother thing. Sage, take on the day with real honesty. Be a truth finder. Use your knowledge well. Feel all of the independence and truth you have in you. See how these are all upright? And with Sage here, I feel like you definitely know how to cleanse your energy for protection and fight back should you need to. Should you need to. Mystic in reverse. People, I feel like you don't look like what you've been through or what you do or what your strength. You might not. I'm getting like Ant-Man, strength of 100 men. Mystic in reverse. Take on the day with real transformation. Be enigmatic. Use your sight well. Feel all of the magic and mindfulness you have in you. This is in reverse. No, I feel like someone here has got something down. They just need a little help discerning, I feel, what is I don't feel like this who I'm talking to has a hard time discerning reality from spirituality. I just feel like you are no longer either lost in the sauce or distracted by, again, the wrong advice. Because I do feel like, look, someone trying to get sage advice from someone who says they're a mystic, but I don't know if they're chat GPTing or whatever. But if it were good advice, and you're taking it, why are you still in the situation that you're in? Be honest with yourself. Take on the day with real honesty. Sage advice, right? Seer in reverse. Again, I almost feel like with the Tootsie Pop thing. How many licks does it take? Remember, the owl didn't know shit about being an intellectual champion who knows how to protect himself. Yet I feel like this is the mediator we were talking about earlier, because this was in reverse. Take on the day with real insight. They lack insight. Be a guardian. Remember in the POKEDECK, the word guardian? Again, guys, there's no coincidence. How often does the POKEDECK get picked? I feel like we've only used it once, if not twice, prior to this reading, because Spirit picks the decks. But he picked it tonight. I never pull out this deck, but I picked it tonight. I never use magic in the mundane, the Realist Oracle, but I picked it tonight. And they are all connected. This is in reverse. Use your intuition well. I'm not doing that either. They're not intuitive. They're not protect. They don't even use. They might say, take a spiritual bath. They know. When's the last time they took a bath, period? Let alone with spirit as the intention behind said bath. Use your intuition well. And again, you'll know. The plumber telling you this is what you need to do and they're told it don't flush. You got a dentist with no teeth telling you dental hygiene, oral hygiene. Feel all of the divinity and unifying strength you have in you. Again, someone is reciting something they memorized or read in a book, knows nothing about it. This could be religion too, which is probably why you wouldn't want to go into a church like I was mentioning earlier. That would be for that person or those people. And I get it. That's probably what made you turn your back on your faith, on why all that religion stuff matters, what it's all for in the first place, why your parents dragged your ass or refused to drag your ass or didn't want anything to do with it themselves. Warrior. Ooh. Take on the day with real discipline. Discipline is love. If someone challenges you because they want to see you do better, they want to see you succeed. Not because they want to make you stronger, not beat you down. It's at some point it should stop being boot camp and you should be a soldier. At some point it should stop being the academy and you should be a deputy. At some point it should stop being practice and you're a master. Oh, and I don't know why it came in right now, but left or right ear lobe itching confirmation too. The other day when I went on that tangent about conspiracy theory being made up by the CIA to cover up the truth. Narcissist, the word being made up by narcissists to cover up the truth. The reality that they're a narcissist, they're gaslighting. Gaslighting was probably designed by a gaslighter to get you to think that what they're saying is true and not as some placebo to get you to think you need this or you need that when you don't. The reason why I brought that up was because I lost my train of thought and I remembered it later after the live when I was doing timestamps and I'm like, fuck. The whole reason why I even talked about that was because I believe satanic panic was created as a term to turn a blind eye to what people should be panicking about. People who worship Satan and that it's real. Warrior, take on the day with real discipline. Be a hero. Use your force well. Do or do not. There is no try. Use the force well. Feel all of the purpose and tenacity you have in you. I heard like 5 Tenacious D songs at the same time when I read tenacity. Creator in reverse. I just heard Explosivo. This is in reverse. Take on the day with real imagination. Again, someone don't got that and they're giving you advice and they couldn't stay within the lines of a coloring book. Take on the day with real imagination. Be a maker. Use your skills well. Feel all of the drive and self-expression you have in you. See, again, I feel like someone gives advice, professional advice from their own limited perspective. And when I say limited, it's limited to one thing and one thing only. What's interesting is I feel like that one thing might work for some people. But this is like saying that the same dose of the same medicine will work the same for everybody without having to put a disclaimer saying, hey, you might bleed on your ass. Don't take if you're allergic to this medicine. How the fuck are you going to know if you're allergic to this medicine unless you take the medicine? And then you start bleeding out of your ass. Oh, yeah, you should probably stop taking it. But hey, at least you're not depressed anymore, right? Well, yeah, now I'm depressed because I'm bleeding out my ass. Thank you. Some symptoms may be, this, that, the third. Oh, and death. Don't take if you're dead. Pirate in reverse. Take on the day. I just heard, take on me. Take on me. Take me. I'll be in a day or two. So needless to say, odds and ends. Take on the day with real boldness. Be an adventurer. Use your navigation well. Feel all of the daring and fearlessness you have in you. Again, I feel like some of y'all are needing to get all crazy. I feel like you've already kind of explored enough to where you're like, not that there isn't more exploration in your future. I just feel like when it comes to something, finding something, I feel like it's the deep inner knowing, that faith. You got to have faith, the faith, the faith. That you got to have faith, the faith, the faith. Baby, I know you're asking me to stay. Say please, please, please don't go away. Largest river becomes an ocean. For put that back up on floor. What is that? A foolish notion. There's got to have faith. You gotta have, look. Hope is good, especially if you're out. hopeless situation. Or if you're finding love, you found love in a hopeless place. That's great. But hope ain't nothing but some good old-fashioned faith. I mean, am I right? And how do you get faith? By knowing that something is there, even if you can't see it. That someone is there, even if they're not there. They're there. So you wouldn't worry of what they were doing if they weren't there, because you know that when they're with you, even when they're not with you, they would never not be with you. And some of you might not be there yet. Lyrics. Baby. Here we go. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like you, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play because I played them too. Oh, but I need some time off from that emotion. Time to pick my heart up off the floor. Ooh, baby, oh. When that love comes down without devotion. Well, it takes a strong man, baby, but I'm showing you the door. It's like he wants more than just some fling. And so he's got his heart protected, because he has faith that there's a right one. But then it's like he already knows this ain't going to be anything more. But then she starts to throw feelings, and he knows that she ain't ready. He knows she ain't ready. But he's like, fuck it. Because I got to have faith. I got to have faith. At least that's what I get from it. Because I got to have faith, the faith, the faith. I got to have faith, the faith, the faith. Baby, I know you're asking me to stay. Say, please, please, please don't go away. You say I'm giving you the blues. Yeah, please stay. Maybe you mean every word you say. Can't help but think of yesterday and another who tied me down to lover boy rules. Before this river becomes an ocean. Link just said 100. Becomes an ocean. Before you throw my heart back on the floor. And he picked it up for her, right? Oh, baby, I reconsider my foolish notion. Oh, now see how she likes it when he pulls his energy back. Well, I need someone to hold me, but I'll wait for something more. Guess I gotta have faith. Ooh, I gotta have faith. Because I gotta have faith. Raven Lee Harper, welcome. He said DOT. That's what's up. Because I gotta have it. So all you women who are like, you hurt me first, bullshit. You need to get your lyrics right. You need to listen to Wham. Bam, thank you, ma'am. You should have woke me up before you go. But no, you left us hanging on like a yo-yo. I mean, am I right, kings? You know what I'm talking about. I'll just have to wait. Because I've got to have faith. I gotta have faith. Got to have faith before this river becomes an ocean. Before you throw my heart back on the floor. I just hear this. Oh, baby, I reconsider my foolish notion. Well, I need someone to hold me, but I'll wait for something more. It's like, I gotta have faith, the faith. Ooh, I gotta have faith. Yeah, the faith. I gotta have faith, the faith. 101, and I feel like that's a good place to start. Look at that stained glass. Get your ass to church. I don't know who level 4 is, but someone needs Jesus. And I can't give it to you. You got to go within or to your body's a temple or whatever. Maybe you need to go to NA or AA. I don't know what you got going on, but either way, and in all ways, it works if you work it. Level 4. That was your reading. Gotta have faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith. Guardian, spiritual. You want this person? You trust them to have your back? Remember when Jesus was come on, Bible memory 10:33 on the clock, was weeping in the garden? He's like, hey guys, all right, all you got to do is just stay up and, take turns if you have to or whatever, but just watch my back while I go pray for every fucking soul on this goddamn planet that was before me, here right now, and will be here forever after me, forever and ever. Amen. All right, yeah, no problem, man. How long will it take? I don't know. 103. A lot of these souls, are being swallowed right now, and that's a growing number, like the fucking debt calculator. It just keeps on going, like the Energizer Bunny, bro. But yeah, if you could just hold up while I say a few prayers for literally everybody, as I empathically feel everything that everyone will ever go through and has ever gone through ever. Can you do that for me? All right. He comes back and they're all snoring and shit, like, bro! And you guys are my disciples. Good thing I didn't ask Judas to come. Fuck. This would have been over before it started. I wouldn't even have had a Last Supper that I'm preparing. You guys are the worst friends. Except for John the Beloved over here. That's what I love about you, John. Mary, Mom, I love you, ladies. But Jesus has nothing to do with any of this. And at the same time, he has everything to do with this. But what do I know? I just pulled the cards. Hey! Putting that fire. Hey! And maybe think of Legend of Zelda. Fucking Sprite. Some of y'all might like Sprite or 7-Up, or you want to get the 7-Up on the competition, or I don't know, man. What I do know is stop trying, start doing. Less talk, more action. And then let's see where we're at, and then we'll go from there. Whoa. See, we're skipping steps. Someone's given up before even getting final results. It's like you're throwing away winning lotto tickets, bro. Like you played the game wrong. And I feel like this happens all the time. Someone's like, nah, it's too much work. They leave, and someone's like, shit, I'll take that. One man's trash is another man's treasure. What was useless in their world, in some cases, this was you, if you were the one being rejected. Now that you all of a sudden have reached this bliss, this ecstasy, not from a drug, so that we're clear, but reached it the hard way. I'm surrendering from not having what it takes, or thinking you didn't, being in that, not victim mentality, but being in a victimized situation, being victimized absolutely in a situation against your will. Not because you wanted to, but because it was your duty or whatever. Now I just saw my mind's eye in Lost. Brother, Michelle. Brother, pushing the numbers. You gotta push the code. You gotta push the bloody code, brother. He's my favorite. It's not Penny's boat. Being so convinced that that's what he had to do. And remember, he was like doing all this crazy, awesome, amazing shit, and then found the Dharma Initiative, thought this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Only to find out, oh my God, I didn't need to be pushing that button. But he didn't feel comfortable to leave until he had someone who was like, it's your bloody problem now, brother. I don't need to do with this anymore. I'm out of here. But the truth is, they did need to push the button. Because if they didn't, then the timelines wouldn't shift. The shit wouldn't hit the fan. The Dharma Initiative and why it's being built in the experimentation that they're doing in the first place, who the people were in charge didn't even know what a successful Dharma Initiative looked like. They thought it was supposed to be this, but no, the whole thing all came together later. Like Jacob saw all of it. He's also Lucifer and supernatural. But Jacob, and who could, the dude with the mascara, the dude who was there for like hundreds of years, he's basically Yoda. But even he didn't know how to get off the island. He was convinced there was no way to get off the island. He was part of the manipulation, but also like meant well, didn't want people who weren't deserving of it to go through this suffering or whatever, right? He was able to communicate with Jacob, but even he didn't know what was going on. Richard? No. Yeah, Richard. Man, it's been a while since I watched Lost. But it don't matter. You get what I'm saying? People who inhabited the island since birth still didn't know the power of the island. They knew what it was capable of, but at the same time, we're trying to figure out what all it was capable of. But none of them had what it took or the natural abilities or gifts to do just that. But it's like it had to fail in order for it to work. It was all, how else are we going to know? Wright brothers, how are we going to have airplanes in the future, which is now our present, if these two crazy brothers don't try to get this damn thing off the ground? In a lot of ways, they kind of built an ark, not because it was raining, but because they were looking at getting people across to different countries, continents, without it being a fucking 3-hour tour that ends you up on Gilligan's Island. That just doesn't make sense. And where would we be today without it? You wouldn't be able to order off Temu or Alibaba. And that's where you get all your favorite stuff. You'd have to go to IKEA still. You'd have to go through that ridiculous maze and eat Swedish meatballs just to get a fucking side table. Just to get a side table next to your bed. It's crazy. You know? You have to put that shit together yourself. And probably put a hole through it just trying to tighten a screw. I've seen it a million times. It's compressed wood with like a laminate on the end of it. Pay the extra money or build one. I'm going to keep finishing all my sentences like this to emphasize the point I'm trying to get across. I feel like that was effective. They weren't rejecting you. They were revealing that they weren't ready. And again, as usual, I have a feeling 111 on this other Game & Watch. What did that result in? You leveling up again. Wow. Good poll. I do feel like it's interesting how there is a 0%. So we're ending the poll now. I think that's very interesting. This is one of the best polls outcomes we've had in a while. And no one chose one of the things. The hardest lesson rejection ever taught me was, and again, this could be the lesson you learned from having to reject someone else, or like maybe you have a hard time rejecting, right? That would be part of the lesson too, whether you're the one being rejected or rejecting or not giving yourself permission for, right? regardless of what that is. That's why I like you guys to self-reflect, because I don't know what you got going on. But the things I say now will probably resonate with how and why you chose that. And if you didn't choose, why you didn't choose. For example, the hardest lesson rejection ever taught me was my worth isn't negotiable, said most of y'all, less than half of y'all who voted, right? So 47%, little under half of y'all, said my worth isn't negotiable. So you know your worth. That's what's up. 37% said the hardest lesson rejection ever taught me was I can't force it. I know, right? That usually results in it backfires. Even if it's like they say they want it, it's like still not good enough, right? And then you're like, what did I do wrong? This is crazy. Isn't this what they wanted? And then boom, your worth increased in value. The hardest thing, lesson, 37% said, I can't force it. 37% said, I can't force it. The hardest lesson rejection ever taught me was, and 16%, Joe Montana. That came out in the dice earlier, Joe Montana, the crazy asshole. 16% said, not everyone is ready. The hardest lesson rejection ever taught me was, not everyone is ready. And again, that could have been you not ready, them not ready. I'll let you use your discernment. And it doesn't mean you were right or wrong. It just means you weren't ready. If you're ready now, that means you've come to realize how you were wrong or they were wrong. And it wasn't you or it wasn't them. Place it where it fits. And then 0% said timing matters. The hardest lesson rejection ever taught me was timing matters. So I guess timing for you guys is either a thing that you're getting used to, or it's irrelevant, or you just know already for so many examples of things working out at just the right time that that's a lesson that doesn't need learning. And that would be all of you guys. So I almost feel like, yeah, everyone who voted knows that timing doesn't matter because time doesn't exist. And that there's only divine timing. And what we do until it happens. Right? So that was pretty interesting. I always get stuff out of just doing the poll, intuitively, me, like exponentially. I feel like my brain just like, and I don't know. I might not make sense of it till tomorrow, but it really, I think, adds an element. And my intention is to make it kind of like Mad Libs, you know what I mean? So it's not just like there's no right, there's no wrong. They just all make sense, and they all have a different message that could. And I know a lot of you guys are like, I wish there was all of the above, but it's mainly like the hardest lesson. Like, yeah, all those lessons teach you about those things when it comes to rejection. But the hardest one, I don't know. I feel like a lot more people should have chose timing, but that means you guys are all kind of like, yeah, trusting more. That's what's up. Because trust is almost faith. Almost. But faith would be knowing that you don't have to worry about that person, that place, that thing. Because you have complete faith that it's there, like your car's in your front driveway. You have complete faith. Or if you have no car, well, then you have complete faith that you don't have to worry about anyone stealing your car because it's already gone or stolen or lost. And I can only say that kind of shit because I've been there, done that. Wherever you're at, don't think I've never had a car repoed that shouldn't have been repoed, or that I was totally able to afford, or don't think I've never had stuff sabotaged that was in perfect condition. If not, like, not just usable condition, but was used by me every day. And I never thought I'd see a day where I wouldn't be using it, said stuff, right? So, or seeing certain people, or kissing certain people, or hugging certain child. But here we are. So before anyone goes judging anybody, just do me a solid and just don't judge me without knowing. You know what I mean? Opinions are opinions. Everyone's got them. I think my opinions are pretty awesome. But if you've seen or felt and been through what I've been through, then feel free to convince me otherwise. But a lot of my opinions are what they are due to not what I thought I believed or was taught, but what I know and have experienced, felt, touched, tasted, smelled, seen, heard with my own eyeballs, and some stuff with my own third eye balls. Hey, you know what time it is? Ancient Chinese secret. That's right. Thank you for the carrots, Ancient Kings. This guy, I swear, you don't even feed me around here. Are you complaining right now, Bugs, that I don't feed you? I was just saying, Ancient Kings dropped carrots, but you gotta throw me under a bus. You can't just say thank you to Ancient Kings for dropping you carrots. You see what I mean, guys? Fucking rabbit, dude. Yeah, you got nothing to say now. See, open sesame. Oh wow, that one actually cracked. Learn Chinese. Sweet and sour beef. If you want bring. If you want beef, then bring the ruckus. Sweet and sour beef ain't nothing to fuck with. Sweet and sour beef. That beef, you know, I love me some bittersweet. I love me some sweet and sour. And I love me some beef. Sweet and sour beef. Tian Suan Niu. If you want Niu, then bring the ruckus. Tian Suan Niu ain't nothing to fuck with. Tian Suan Niu. Or Swan. Tian Swan Niu. Either way, it's sour. Lucky numbers are 23, 17. That's 3 Qs. 4, 34, 39, and 5. Oh, sucks to be that. I told you that community chest was like someone is, while you're out here glowing, someone out here knowing. And before, I feel like they weren't so sure, but now they are being shown that you're the real deal. You ain't no pint-sized kids meal. Mm-mm. You're like one of those big old Happy Meals they have at McDonald's where the like Minecraft movie was out, and it's like there's like a double quarter pounder with cheese in there, and you get to unwrap a toy. You're like, stinking little 4-piece McNugget. What the fuck is that? Get out of here! I'll snort that shit. You need some hot mustard. It's just going down for real. Lucky numbers are 23, 17, 4, 34, 39. So that's 4, 3, 4, 3. That's weird. 77. And 5. From the top so you can hear it clearly without me interrupting. 23, 7, 17, 4, 34, 39, and 5. Okay. See, for me, it's irrelevant. For me, my Sundays, or my Mondays, we call them moon days, or my Sundays, Sunday, moon day. It's weird, right? So it doesn't, I would say, it would say embrace Tuesdays for me. But for everyone else who believes in the Gregorian calendar or whatever, embrace, or you listen to Gregorian chants, or your name's Gregory, or whatever. Greg, calm down. Embrace Mondays as a fresh opportunity to chase your dreams. You got a case of the Mondays? Awesome! Or does that mean we're chasing our dreams? You must have a case of the moon days. And if not, it will be soon days. Don't stay in there too long. You might get prune days. This is where it's time for us to break this awkward gaze. 122. Any longer, this hug will be gay. I gotta go, guys. It's getting gay. It ain't gay if your balls don't touch. Ain't nothing wrong if it's gay. Like happy, gay old happy time. Meet the Flintstones. They're a page right out of his story. I gotta go, guys. If you ain't heard it today, know that you are awesome. You got at least one dude out there praying for you. God bless you and your beautiful families. And I'll see you on the next one. And 10% from all of my stuff goes to stuff child trafficking and stuff to child trafficking predators. And $5 from each deck, $5 from each shadow box goes to stop child trafficking and child exploitation. I love you guys. And I love how, like, I've seen some old cats here. I love gay chicks especially. I'm a big lesbian myself. You know what I mean? Where are we at, guys? Where are we at? Spiritual Awakening Scorpio, Shauna J, Raven Lee Harper, Pass, Andrea 54 Hector, Tara Star, Michelle Pagliacci, and Ancient Kings. I would say, where were you guys on that one? But boy, you guys really came through on this one. 1, 2, 3 on the Zelda Game & Watch. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You know, if it's taking your money and you're not winning, stop putting quarters in it. Call your mom. Tell her to pick you up from the arcade. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.